The reason you clicked on this video was to learn how the defect detectors work. Well, here's my answer. Here's what I have. First of all, you need to know what is a defect detector. Well, a defect detector is made up of some components, like a wheel reader, a dragging equipment flap, some wheel bearings, temperature readers, and a couple more things. They do exactly what they say. The temperature reader reads the temperature, the wheel reader reads the wheels, and the dragging equipment flaps catch dragging equipment over a synthesized voice read by the DD, which is all in one bundle, which this image is in Winter Haven. This was the DD in 2012 before the triple track, the 3 tracks for the Intermodal Logistics Center in downtown Winter Haven. But this DD has all the components. The one thing here is it doesn't have the new bundle. It still has the old DD that could only handle 9,999 foot long trains that are lower than that. Anything higher was not too great. I know I talked about this in How to Read CSX Signals Part 3, but the way you have to do these, they are a lot different than what you would expect. These things CSX wants every 20 miles. These are the closest ones to my house. I'll get there in a second. But this is another type. This is a train reader. This is found over in Georgia. This reads the entire train, every single car of every single piece, every single wheel, every single picture. It takes a couple pictures of the wheels, sends them in for testing. So this is one of the biggest ones in the whole world. And then this is other railroads. Some railroads have different types. This is the newest form of a dragging equipment reader. It is different. It's straight modern. It's not flaps. It's different. I've never seen one of these in person, but these look a lot different than what they normally are. Then you also have these, which are different components to different items on each defect detector. These are the closest to my house. There's the DD just north of Marshville. There's the DD just south of Hamlet and Rockingham. And then I'm sure there's a couple more anywhere along the Albemarle Railroad or the Amtrak connection track from Savannah, Georgia to Selma. There's probably more, but these are the only ones that I've actually seen. So these are what they are. So also, defect detectors, the way they work is a train. Right? Once the train rolls, it gives the axle count, the temperature reading, and wheel readings, temperature, and if there's dragging equipment. If there's no dragging equipment, it doesn't say anything. So you don't want a defect. I've seen some defects. I've never heard one in person, but I've heard it at least once. It's all in one bundle that CSX's goal is to have one every 20 to 25 miles on their premium routes. Take the line that goes from Monroe to Wilmington, Richmond to Miami, and there's just countless more that have defect detectors every 20 miles, and they're getting better and better. They went from the 1990 eras up to the 2020 specs, and they're all different, but some of them still have actual human voice, not the AI generated voice that is used for all the defect detectors on the premium routes. So, why? Well, that is something I don't have an answer why they did that. Probably just to improve network, and it's all about network fluidity nowadays. It's all about time. Everything's on time management and how fast can we do something. But that's how defect detectors work on the CSX in North Carolina. Or these are how I would explain a defect detector. I know the UP, BNSF, Norfolk Southern, and Kansas City, and all the other, and like the Florida East Coast and all the other railroads probably have a little bit different, but this is just how I explain CSX because I don't have railroads that are not CSX near me. The closest one is the Atlanta to Washington D.C. Maine. That's the closest I have, but that's all. See you guys in the next video. Bye.